Greetings, brothers and sisters. I hope you're all having a great day. And we got another topic for today's video. Now, this topic I really wanted to do because it's so fascinating and it really brings the whole possibilities of what could be true and what could not be true. And for that, let's get started. Now, what you're seeing in front of you is a map. This map is called Terra Infinita. Basically means infinite lands. This is a flat earth map, and it talks about the infinite lands beyond our ice wall. Now, to me, this is fascinating because it opens up a lot of possibilities of what could be out there. Like, you just never know. And this actually helps explain ancient civilization. Now, please understand that there are a lot of people that believe the Earth is a sphere and there are planets called Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, and so forth. And they've been taught that by public educational schools, by the government, by the elites, and even by Satan himself. Because their number one goal is to narrow the minds by deceiving them. They want to deceive people for the sake of power and greed. This is called the Great Deception, and it has been around for many centuries. Now, for me personally, I don't believe anything NASA says. I don't believe anything from the government says. In fact, NASA is owned by the government, and NASA used to be owned by Nazis. Don't believe me? Just research it for yourself. Now, to tell you the truth, NASA, SpaceX, and the rest of the space organization from around the world are all owned by the global elites. They own them to keep us sheeps, to keep us cattle. They want to keep us dumbed down. Now, they can sprinkle a little bit of truth about our reality, but that does not mean they will give us the whole plate. You have to understand that they're not on our side. They're never going to be on our side. And whether the Terra Infinita is true or not, it is very accurate in my opinion. It does bring a lot of possibilities of what could be true and what could not be true. And I do not believe NASA is telling the truth. I would rather believe the Earth is flat than anything NASA and the government says. Now, you don't have to believe the Earth is flat, alright? But it doesn't mean that you should just worship NASA and SpaceX just because they're discovering things that we aren't. Like, you should never put your faith in men that could lie to your face daily. You shouldn't. You don't have to believe what I'm saying either. I do believe the Terra Infinita is real, but you don't have to take my word for it. And that is why it's always good to do research, because researching is seeking the truth. Now, it's important to understand that we don't truly know what's behind the ice walls. Like, we don't know what's beyond it. However, according to the Terra Infinita map, there are infinite lands beyond it. And I truly am certain that it is true because it makes a lot of sense. It actually explains the existence of giants, fallen angels, and such. And it can even explain the floods as well, because you have to understand that according to the book of Enoch, God was ready to flood everything because there were Nephilims all over the place, and it was corrupting his greatest creation. The flood may have been cosmic, and by that I mean it may have just flooded not just Earth, but like everywhere else, like all the infinite lands could have been flooded by God to get rid of the Nephilims. And this is what I believe. This is actually what I believe. And possibly, though, this could be the reason why the people that worshipped the fallen angels would assumed that the fallen angels or the Nephilims flooded them because they were too violent. But now, if the Terra Infinita is true, there is a good and a very, very good chance that there will be a lot of ancient ruins beyond the ice walls, depending on which land it is though. These ancient ruins would most likely be the inventions of fallen angels and Nephilims. And to put things to perspective, the Terra Infinita does reveal that there is a Asgard and Olympus and stuff, like basically pantheons from different tribes. Now, it's important to understand that the fallen angels and Nephilims do have their own scriptures, their own stories of what they've been doing in other lands. I'm very certain that ancient mythology is part of our lost history because, like I said before, the government likes to keep us dumb. They want to keep us narrow because they don't care about us. They care about money, power, and control. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand to never put your faith on men who could lie to your face daily, on men who are richer than you, who have more power over you, and who have control over you. Please understand this. You don't have to take my word for it, but it's really important because you have to understand that we don't live in a world where everything is sunshines and rainbows. No, we live in a world where truth is considered a crime and a lie is considered healthy. Like, if somebody had discovered the existence of Terra Infinita, do you think that they're going to allow it to go public? The answer is no. They will not reveal it to the public. They will keep this top secret and hidden away from us because they want to control us, they want to keep us dumb, and they want to do everything in their power to make sure that we stay this way. If I remember correctly, somebody did discover Terra Infinita. Basically, they discovered the existence of infinite lands beyond the ice wall, and they were killed for it a year later. And this is similar to what happened to Jesus, because Jesus was killed for preaching the truth. If any man or woman preach the truth in public, they will either get killed or be silenced. And that's the way it works around the world. Please understand this, brothers and sisters, that this world is filled with wickedness. And it's always important to stay armored up and to stay together. But at the end of the day though, whether this Terra Infinita is real or not, it is something to put into consideration. And for me personally, I actually believe the Terra Infinita is real because it explains a lot about our history. And it's quite possible that God did refer to the Terra Infinita as the heavens, because in the Bible, God created the earthlands and the heavens. The heavens could just mean everything else. But remember, brothers and sisters, God will reveal everything in the last days. He's there for us, He's there to help us, and we are there to help ourselves as well. Just remember, brothers and sisters, keep searching the truth, because there is a lot hidden in the dark and will soon be heard in the light. Amen. Anyways, remember to stay open-minded and stay armored up. And that's all I gotta say for today's video. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you dislike this video, give it a dislike. I appreciate all feedbacks given. Thank you, brothers and sisters, and have a good day.